Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here and welcome to another video. And in today's video we're going to make some bold predictions in regards to this year's WWE Clash at the Castle, of course being held in Glasgow, Scotland, another international PLE, not that far away from where I live. Well, actually I say that, I live in England, it's quite a way away, but you know what I mean, it's kind of hometown, it being the UK and all of that. But I'm genuinely excited for this year's event. I know the match card isn't stacked, there's only 5 matches, but these international events, these PLEs, seem to always over-deliver, and Triple H and PLEs always tend to smash it out the park. So I'm pretty sure that Papa H has got some pretty cool matches cooking here, and maybe some shocks that we didn't see coming along the way. Now, as always, feel free to get down in the comment section, share your thoughts and opinions, your wildest predictions, your wildest theories for this year's Clash at the Castle. Now, in no particular order, let's kick things off with Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable for the IC Championship. And actually, this is where I think we're going to see a title change. I think we're going to see a new champ in Chad Gable, and he's finally going to capture that title that he has been desperate to hold. And I actually think for now, and I say for now very, very loosely, they're going to tease the thought of Otis and the rest of Alpha Academy turning on Chad Gable. But I think inadvertently, they're actually going to end up costing Sami Zayn. And then you got this smug, super arrogant Chad Gable pretty much torturing the rest of Alpha Academy for a little while until, of course, we get the inevitable Otis turn on Chad Gable. And then, of course, those two can face one another in a PLE down the line. And eventually, thinking further down the line, I think we'll see the Creed brothers and Ivy Nile join Chad Gable in this sadistic heel version of a new Alpha Academy. Moving swiftly on to one of the more predictable matches on the card, the triple threat tag team match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. I think the champions in Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are going to retain. They are not going to split this tag team up for now. They're going to continue to hold that tag team title and give it much credibility for the foreseeable future, I think, until inevitably they split and one of them turns heel, and of course we get that one-on-one matchup. But not for now. Jade Cargill has still got to improve a lot in the ring, and I think working alongside an in-ring genius like Bianca Belair just makes sense. They just gel. They're one hell of a team. I can't see Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, even though we got, of course, that Scottish connection in the Unholy Union winning. I just can't see it happening. Or even the team of Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. As much as I rate them, I just don't think we're going to see a title change here. But it's going to be a compelling match, nevertheless. Next up, we got Bayley versus Piper Niven for the WWE Women's Championship. And I think the champion in Bayley is going to retain. I can't see a fairy tale ending for Piper Niven in her home country in getting the W. And it kind of, in a way, makes me sad, because Piper Niven and Chelsea Green as a duo, as a dynamic, are just a breath of fresh air to watch on TV, especially Chelsea Green. And I think there's something there with Piper Niven, if booked correctly, in the future. But for now, I think it's a bit premature. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Bayley's going to retain, and then maybe we get at Money in the Bank Tiffany Stratton win the Money in the Bank briefcase and then cash it in on Bayley down the line, maybe. Now, I'm definitely not against Bayley retaining, but for the moment, I just can't get into this babyface version of Bayley. I just can't connect with the character, and I'm a big Bayley fan. So it's quite surprising for me to say that, but it's just how I feel. What do you think? So that brings us on to Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles in an I Quit match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Now, although the outcome is fairly predictable, yes, I think the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes is going to retain here. I think this match has the potential to steal the show. The veteran AJ Styles is literally at the moment in the shape of his life. Cody Rhodes is in the prime of his career. This match, mark my words, is going to blow your mind. It is going to deliver left, right and centre. There's going to be so many high spots. Yes, I get it. The outcome is pretty predictable. Cody Rhodes is likely to retain. But sometimes in WWE, you can have a predictable outcome, but then the match itself just absolutely steals the show. So that brings us on to the tasty main course in Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre for the World Heavyweight Championship. And I know the general consensus amongst most WWE fans is that Drew McIntyre is going to get his fairy tale moment and become the World Heavyweight Champion in his hometown. But I think, and I know this is a bit sadistic of me, but I actually think we're going to see a twisted finish, a twisted turn in this Drew McIntyre story. And I actually think CM Punk is going to be hid in a bowl of haggis somewhere in Scotland, make his way to Glasgow and cost Drew McIntyre. Yes, CM Punk is a babyface, but for one night and one night only, I think he's going to be the biggest heel on the planet. He is going to generate nuclear heat, and arguably this could be one of the most shocking moments in WWE history, with CM Punk screwing Drew McIntyre, taking everything away from Drew McIntyre and costing him the World Heavyweight Championship. I know it sounds a little bit warped, but there's a little bit of a logic behind my crazy reasoning. Now, first and foremost, Judgment Day are barred from ringside. Drew McIntyre has been extremely smug about it. Also, if Damian Priest were to retain, for a while he could brag to the other members of Judgment Day that he got the job done without them. That essentially doesn't really need the Judgment Day by his side. And then, of course, over time, you can have that Judgment Day implosion, and we'll come on to that in a moment. Now, also at the same time, we can't forget about Gunther. Gunther is the King of the Ring champion. He has got that shot. He has earned that right to take on the World Heavyweight Champion at SummerSlam. Now, if Drew wins and holds the title to SummerSlam, are you really going to get Drew McIntyre versus Gunther when you've got Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk on the table? Now, I truly believe that Gunther is actually going to capture the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam, and that is going to be against Damian Priest, where we see Judgment Day screw Damian Priest out of the World Heavyweight Championship. I can see that coming. It's far more compelling from a storyline basis, and then of course you can turn Damian Priest babyface. I think this is the direction that WWE are going to go in, and I think as a champion Damian Priest has done all right. I actually really like him as a character. I think his presentation is pretty spot on, to be honest with you. I think this is the best we've ever seen Damian Priest, so I've got no issues with seeing a babyface Damian Priest down the line. And I've said it once and I'll say it again, Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk doesn't need a world title. It's a personal story on so many layers. It's got so many dynamics. He does not need a title to deliver. Punk doesn't need a World Heavyweight Championship. Drew McIntyre, you could argue, yes, he deserves one, but he's going to get it down the line again. And I think for now, this storyline can just play out in this personal rivalry with Drew McIntyre literally hating CM Punk more than he could ever hate him after costing him the title at Clash at the Castle. What do you think? Get down in the comments section. Share your thoughts and opinions on all of this. What do you think? How's it going to go down? And of course, we've got to wrap the video up with talking about Uncle Howdy and this incoming faction, because I know a lot of you fans have got this feeling that we're going to see some form of Uncle Howdy reveal at Clash at the Castle. Mainly a lot of links and connections to, of course, Nikki Cross, because she's Scottish. Could she potentially appear at Clash at the Castle? She's deemed to be part of this faction. I can't actually see it happening. I think we'll get a major vignette or a major QR scan leading to some more intriguing, compelling and dynamic storyline progression here. But for the moment, I think it's safe to say the countdown is on to June the 17th, and that being when we get some form of major reveal. Whatever it may be, we're just going to have to wait and see. We're going to have to be patient, but never say never. Anything can happen in WWE. Now that I've said that, we'll probably get a major reveal at Clash at the Castle, and I wouldn't mind it if that was the case, but I think they're going to save all of this for primetime viewing in America on Monday Night Raw, June the 17th. But what do you think? Get down in the comment section, share your thoughts and opinions. And as always, thank you so much for watching the video. It'd be very much appreciated if you could like the video, share the video, and even better, subscribe if you're new, and we'll catch you in the next one.